You may be seated in the presence of God. I ask only one thing of you today, and that is pray for me. I've been kicked out of the nest. Pray for me. Hallelujah. I'll be coming from St. John, the 4th chapter. And I will begin reading at the 3rd verse. St. John chapter 4, beginning at the 3rd verse. He left Judea and departed again into Galilee. And he must need go through Samaria. Then cometh he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus said unto her, Give me to drink. For his disciples were going away unto the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria to him, How is it that thou being a Jew askest to drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with Samaritans. Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that said to thee, Give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of him, and he would have given it you living water. Yes. Reach over. Wait a minute. The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep, from whence thou hast living water. Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I give him shall be in him a well of water, springing up into everlasting life. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water, that I may thirst not, neither come thou hither. Our Father and our God, we thank you for your goodness. We thank you for your mercy. As we stand here today, God, we need you as never before. God, you promised us many, many years ago. You said if I would open my mouth, you said you would fill it. I'm depending on you today. In the name of Jesus, send us a word. We need to hear from you. For if we don't hear from you, what will we do? In the name of Jesus, keep us in the center of your will. Let nothing be done for strife and vain glory, because all the glory belongs to you. Do it in Jesus' name, and we'll forever give your name praise. You then reach over and tell the neighbor. Say, neighbor, I'm not coming here no more. Amen. I'm not coming here no more. Speaking from a very, very familiar scripture that we all know it backward and forward. Yes. How that Jesus had come off on a missionary journey with his disciples, and he was tired. And he didn't want to go into the city with the disciples because he was weary. And he went and sat on this well while they went to look for some meat to bring back for him to eat. And while he was sitting there, the Bible says that a woman of Samaria came to the well. While he was sitting there, he said to the woman, "Give me a drink." She said to him, how is it that you being a Jew would ask me to give you some water? Don't you know that y'all don't have nothing to do with us? Don't you know that you Jews are prejudiced? That you have nothing to do with us? Jesus said to her, if you knew who I was, you not only would I ask you for a drink, but you would ask me for a drink of water. I heard the woman say, well, the well is deep. You don't have a rope, you don't have a bucket, you don't have anything to get the water in. So why would I ask you to give me some water? Because you don't have nothing to take it out. Hallelujah. But I heard the word of God said, Jesus, so she said, well, if you, in other words, if you so smart, give me some water. Give me a drink. He said, I'm willing to give you a drink, but before I can give you a drink, you got to go get your husband. Because it was not customary for men to do anything for women if their husband was not there. Hallelujah. Go get your husband. She said, I can't go get my husband because I don't have no husband. He said, you well said. Because you've had 5 already, and the one you got now, he's not yours. Hallelujah. But I can hear the woman say, this man must be a prophet. I want some of the water that you got because I'm not coming here no more. If you got the water that I can drink and my thirst will be quenched, and I don't have to come to this well and draw any water anymore, I'm not coming no more. This is my last trip to the well. Come on and say yes. Come on and go with me now. Come on and say yes. This is my last time coming to this well. I'm also reminded of a man, the Bible said that there was a time that once a year the angel came and troubled the water. And the Bible said that this man had been to the pool over 12 years. And he was waiting for the troubling of the water. That the first one that stepped in would be healed. And he was there waiting for the water to be troubled so that he could step in. For 12 long years he was there. And this particular day he was there waiting for the troubling of the water. And the Bible said as he was trying to get to the water, to push himself into the water, somebody always stepped in before him. Come on and say yes. I heard Jesus. When Jesus came by, they said, why are you sitting here? He said, Lord, I've been here for 12 years trying to get in the water. But as I go, somebody steps in before me. Somebody say yeah. Hallelujah. But I heard Jesus when he said to him, you don't have to come no more. You don't have to come no more. Take up your bed and walk. Come on and say yes. Come on and say yes. I was weary. I was wounded. And I was sad. I don't have to come to the pool no more. Because a man named Jesus told me, pick up your bed and walk with it. Say yeah. Say yeah. One day I was walking around in sin. Come on and say yes. I heard the word of God say, if you believe on me, as the scripture has said, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Say yeah. Say yeah. Glory to God. I found myself at the altar calling on the name of Jesus. today. You come. God has healed your body. You don't have to come again. Because the job is already been done. The job has already been done. He saved my soul. He freed me from the bondage of sin. And I don't have to come that way anymore. God is a good God. And He keeps on doing great things for us. Hallelujah. I'm also reminded of the scripture when the Bible talks about there was a woman that had a son. And the son died. And the Bible said that, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It said that they sent for the man of God. And the man of God prayed. It's the prayer of faith. Hallelujah. And the son was restored to life. Some of you were sitting here today, and our life is almost gone. And I stopped by there to tell you that, hallelujah, you don't have to come this way no more. You don't have to get on another prayer line, because the job has already been done. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. What a mighty God we serve. I love Him today because He loved me when I wasn't fit to be loved. He loved me in spite of myself, and I praise Him. I praise Him for what He is to me right now. I love Him from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul. I told the Lord one day, I said, Lord, if you would just fill me with the Holy Ghost. I told the Lord, if you would send me, I'll say what you tell me to say. And when you finish, I'll sit down. But all I need you to do is to fill me with your word. And I want you to know that some years ago, the Lord has done that. And ever since that day, I've been running for my life. So if anybody asks you if I seem to get slow and it seems like I'm not going, all you just tell them that she's saved, that she's sanctified, and she's running for her life. I'm running for my life. I don't know about you, but I'm running for my life. I'm running because I want to hear Him when He say, welcome, well done, thou good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few days. Come on up higher, and I'm going to make you rule over me. I love Him today. I love Him today. Bishop told me, he said, I'm not going to let you preach me to death. I said, Bishop, I'm not trying to preach you to death. He said, I just want you to know you're going to get out there and do your job. I'm kicking you out of the nest. I would have liked it better if He would have just put me out slowly instead of kicking me all at once. But thank you, Bishop. I heard the Lord. I heard Him when He called me. 1977, I never will forget it. 1977, I was in a parking lot in New Jersey. And the Lord told me, I want you to go and I want you to preach my word. I said, Lord, not me. There's too many preachers. I said, there's one in the house already. You don't need no two preachers in the same house. The Lord said to me plainly, I didn't ask your advice. I told you what I wanted you to do. Saints of the living God, your hands are too short to push the box with God. Your arms are too long. And I remember sitting there in the car, all of a sudden, I started coughing. And I couldn't stop coughing. He came out of the store, got back in the car, and we came home, and I was still coughing. A week later, I was still coughing. And I coughed so much until I bust a blood vessel in my side, and I was admitted into Holy Name Hospital. They ran all kind of tests, and they couldn't find anything that was wrong with it. They didn't know where it was coming from. And I heard the voice of the Lord said, you're not going to be healed until you do what I said do. Hallelujah. So I said, okay, Lord. I remember the first time I was able to go to church. Bishop was preaching. And when I found myself, I was in the pulpit, in the middle of the floor. And the mothers of the church was over me. And they were saying, say yes to the Lord. Say yes to the Lord. I said, these people need to leave me alone. Say yes to the Lord. So I finally said, yes, Lord. Immediately the Lord healed my body. Immediately he healed my body. Kind of got better as the years went on. It got a little bit better. But as the years went by, if someone would ask me to speak and I said no, I would start wheezing. I said, okay, Lord, I'll do what you say. Your arms are too short to box with God. Because God doesn't play fair. He hits you all underneath the bottom of your bottom. He hits you in every direction. And you don't know where he's coming from. So the best thing to do is just to yield yourself. And say, here am I, Lord. Use me for your glory. And the thing I ask the Lord, fill my mouth with something to say. Fill me with something to say, and I will say what you tell me to say. But I want to be able to feed the sheep with a wholesome diet. I don't want no McDonald's and I don't want no Burger King. But I want a wholesome diet. I want the Lord to use me for his glory. I'll be back. And my message says I'm not coming back again. The woman said, if you give me this water, I'm not coming back again. I'm not coming back again. Anytime I got water that I don't have to draw from this well, I don't have to carry a bucket, I'm not coming back again. Now I'm sure the man that was sitting at the pool, he could say that I'm not laying at that pool no more. I'm not coming here again because the man that healed the sick, healed my body. And I don't have to come again. I'm convinced today that if the woman that had the issue of blood was here to testify to us today, she said, I'm not coming again. Because I met the man that healed them all my diseases. He healed all of my issues. Today I stand clear and flat-footed and said, I'm healed by the blood of the Lamb. He's the great I am. He's the God of all gods. He's the God, hallelujah, that healed all of our diseases. He's the God that healed all of our desires. Hallelujah. I praise him today. I love him today. I love him because he first loved me. I love him because he looked beyond all my faults. And he saw that I needed him. And he called me out of darkness into this marvelous light. And I'm running from a life. I'm running from a life. Keep me in your prayer, saints. It might not be what Bishop might have wanted this morning, but I'm trying to. People that know me and know that whenever I preach, normally I have a manuscript. I don't have no manuscript today. It's coming from my heart. I love you, and I hope you love me. Amen. Keep me in your prayers. In January of 2019, I think it was, I broke my left hand. November of 19, I broke my right hand. I said, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? You stopped from the reason, now you will break my bones. But I'll do what the Lord says. Whatever the Lord wants me to do. That's right. I'll go when He wants me to go. I'll say what He wants me to say. I'll preach what He wants me to preach. All I need you to do is keep me in your prayers. Every day of your life, remember Hazel Page. Pray for me. Pray for me that the Lord ever keep me in the center of His will, and that I'll do what He wants me to do when He wants me to do it. Not when I want to do it, but when He wants me to do it. I don't know why all of a sudden in the month of January, and January is only 12 days old, all these appointments are calling me to come preach. Somebody's lost their mind. Amen. Would you pray for me? I want to be with you a long time. I don't want to be stretched out. Having not done what the Lord told me. I'll go where He wants me to go. And I'll say what He wants me to say. You might not like everything I say, but I'm going to say what the Lord says. And I'm going to be me. Is that all right? I'm going to be Hazel. I don't know nobody else that be it but Hazel. Anybody knows me, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Somebody said to me one day, Sister Page, people say you mean. I said I am. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. So if that makes me mean, I am mean. And I don't plan to change. I'm going to be mean Hazel. Mean First Lady Hazel. Mean Hazel R. Page. Whatever you want to call it, I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be mean. I'm going to say it the way the Lord wants me to say it. And what's coming from my heart. You pray for me, and I'll pray for you in Jesus' name.
Everybody put your hands together and give Him praise. Come on, everybody. Put your hands together and give Him praise. Hallelujah. Lord have mercy. Come on, praise Him one more time. How many of you, hallelujah, you get your heart means that I ain't coming back here no more. The Lord fixed me up and I ain't coming back here no more. The place that He got you, the place that I'm not in now, the Lord fixed me up. I'm not going back to that place anymore. If we have anybody else, we go. My God, I feel the presence of the Lord. Amen. Apostle, I feel the presence of the Lord. Come on, grab somebody's hand and tell them I ain't going back there no more. Once the Lord fixed me up and bring me out. Hallelujah. I'm going to serve Him for the time. Hallelujah. Don't worry about temptation. I ain't going there. The Lord wants to touch somebody. Somebody has come to the brink of decision and come to the crossroad. I need some help to move just a little bit forward. I need some help to move over a little bit. If you are in that place and you need some help, hallelujah, we have some folk that can connect you up to some help. We are fasting, we are praying, we are at a place that we can grab you and walk you to some help. We can pray you to some help. We can get you there. You don't have to go through that no more. You don't have to go through that